March 3rd, 1944. 5:12 hours. Northern Burma, Hukawng Valley. The jungle is already awake. Mist hangs low, thick as breath on glass, clinging to the tops of teak trees and wrapping the ground in a damp, rotting smell. Leeches slide through the undergrowth, sensing heat. Somewhere ahead, a Japanese knee mortar thumps plop a hollow sound, swallowed by green. An American lieutenant freezes mid-step. He's 26, Iowa farm boy, West Point posture still clinging to him. His boots are soaked through, his socks rotting on his feet. He lifts his hand, signaling the column to halt, but the jungle doesn't care about hand signals. It hums, it crawls, it presses in. You can almost feel it, the wet heat closing your throat, the sweat stinging your eyes, the sense that the jungle is watching you back. This was not supposed to happen like this. Just months earlier, back in India, these same men had laughed. Calcutta, late 1943, a dusty British cantonment on the edge of empire. American officers lounged in khaki shirts, cigarettes dangling from their mouths, boots polished to a parade shine. They watched Indian and British jungle instructors demonstrate silent movement through brush. How to read broken leaves, how to sleep suspended above the ground to avoid insects and snakes. One American captain smirked. "Christ," he muttered to another. "We beat the Germans in North Africa. You really think a bunch of trees and monkeys are gonna stop us?" The Indian instructor Havildar, veteran, March 18th, 1944, 2:40 hours, somewhere west of the Tanai River. The rain does not fall in Burma. It attacks. It hammers down through the canopy in heavy sheets, turning narrow trails into rivers and foxholes into graves. An American private lies on his back, poncho stretched above him like a thin lie, watching brown water drip onto his rifle bolt. He hasn't slept in 2 days. His hands won't stop shaking. Not from fear, from fever. Around him, men cough quietly. No one talks. Talking means breathing hard. Breathing hard means noise, and noise means the Japanese will hear you. They always do. This is the moment it finally sinks in. Not all at once, not dramatically, but like an infection, slow, inevitable. The US Army is not prepared for this war. The doctrine collapses first. Back in training manuals, jungle fighting was a subsection, a chapter at the back, something to skim. In Burma, it becomes the whole book. Formations break down, radios fail, compasses spin uselessly near iron-rich rock, trails vanish overnight, units lose contact, not over miles but yards. Lieutenant Jack McKelvey, Signal Corps, attached to the Marauders, later writes in his journal, "Everything we were taught to rely on either rots, jams, or disappears." You can almost feel his frustration, the weight of a radio that no longer connects him to anything, the crushing silence where artillery should be. In Europe, noise meant strength. In Burma, noise meant death. The Japanese know this. They move light. No. April 21st, 1944, 4:58 hours. Approaches to Myitkyina Airfield. Dawn comes quietly in Burma. No birdsong, no breeze, just a slow lightening of the black between the trees, revealing mud-caked boots, hollow faces, and weapons held by hands that no longer stop trembling. The Marauders have been moving all night. No food since yesterday morning. No sleep since no one remembers. Their uniforms are stiff with sweat and rain, skin beneath them raw and infected. Some men whisper prayers. Others stare ahead, blank. They are less than half the unit that started. And still, the order stands. Take the airfield. The Japanese built Myitkyina to be untouchable, surrounded by jungle and swamp, protected by veteran troops who had spent years mastering this environment. They believed correctly that no conventional force could reach it without collapsing first. But the Americans are here. Barely. General Stilwell has gambled everything on this push. If Myitkyina falls, Allied aircraft can supply China again. If it fails, the jungle will finish what it started. There is no backup plan. At 6:30, the attack begins. It is not the thunderous assault imagined in training films. No rolling barrages, no armor, just men emerging from trees, soaked, exhausted, rifles raised with the last of their strength. The Japanese are stunned. They never believed an American force could reach this place intact. For a brief, electric moment, surprise belongs to the Marauders. They take the outer perimeter. They are, August 10th, 1944, 1922 hours. A rain-soaked clearing outside Myitkyina. A transport plane's engines cough to life, propellers slicing humid air thick with the smell of mud and antiseptic. Stretcher bearers move carefully across the churned ground, lifting what's left of Merrill's Marauders aboard men wrapped in ponchos, limbs splinted with jungle branches, eyes staring at nothing. Some of them are going home. Most are not. The jungle has taken its payment. The Marauders are officially disbanded weeks later. Not with ceremony, not with speeches, just a typed order and silence. Out of more than 3,000 men who volunteered, fewer than 200 remain fit for combat. The rest are dead, crippled, or carrying illnesses that will follow them for life. Malaria relapses, chronic dysentery, psychological scars no one yet knows how to name. This is the cost of learning too late. Back in India, the tone has changed. American officers no longer smirk during jungle briefings. They take notes. They ask questions. They listen to British and Indian veterans who have been fighting in this environment since 1942. Indian Army units once dismissed as colonial auxiliaries are now studied closely. Their patrol methods, their light load doctrine, their uncanny ability to move without being seen. Respect arrives quietly. And it stays. The U.S. Army rewrites its manuals. Jungle warfare is no longer an appendix. It becomes doctrine. Light infantry tactics. Small unit autonomy. Emphasis on survival.